Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, overall, I enjoyed the movie. It was pretty good. Oh man. I liked the movie. I really liked the movie. Yeah, dude, also I met Peter Parker, man. I met Spider-Man. Oh, look at us. Look at us. Aren't we tough? Are we tough? Ooh. Anyways, yeah, overall, I say it was, well, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but it was really good. Uh, street level Spider-Man. I mean, yeah, I would say street level story. Overall, I'd say it was, man, it felt a lot longer than what it actually is. I believe it's a little over 2 hours, 2.5 hours, but it felt like three and a half. There were some parts of the movie where it was a long segment of just downtime, of just normal scenes, no action scenes, just getting through with the story. And I feel like, yeah, there needed to be some downtime, but it felt like it was going on forever. And when the action scene, why am I stuttering? When the action scenes actually pulled up, oh, ooh, son, the action, oh my goodness. Every time Spider-Man was throwing hands, it just felt like the Insomniac Spider-Man games. I'm telling you, I'm looking at all of the moves, and I'm like, I'm playing Spider-Man right now. It's tough. It's very tough. And I'm gonna jump all the way. There's a bunch of references too that respects the older Spider-Man movies. I'll give one for example, the one where he's fighting the hand, right? All those red ninjas and everything. And he unlocks his Sharingan, his arachnid powers, and one of them throws a shuriken. And they do that slow-mo where he's turning and he's looking at the shuriken in slow-mo. Oh, you already know that's the Tobey Maguire scene. Oh, that was tough. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna calm down. Yeah. I know I'm jumping back and forth because my mind's all scrambled, so this is not a really good review, honestly. But I just want to talk about how my experience was. Yeah, I loved it. I love the movie. Let's start with things that I don't like about the movie. Let's start off straight from jump negative. I'd say is that Jean Grey. Okay, I got no ball knowledge when it comes to Jean Grey. I need to go home and do some research when it comes to Jean Grey because from what I know, all I know is she's X-Men, right? X-Men stuff, and it's been a while since I watched the X-Men films, so I need to do some research on that. Overall, her villain, her villain arc, it was cool. It was very cool. The thing is, I'm having a hard time justifying why she would threaten Peter Parker and Spider-Man overall and everything because the whole point is that she's trying to find her sister, which is Sarah. I don't know why. When she blurted out Sarah, I thought of Sarah Connor. I don't know why. That's why I'm telling you. I have no ball knowledge when it comes to Jean Grey. So I'm like, oh, Sarah Connor. I'm, I'm silly. Anyways, so the whole time she's going through all of these people, telepathically going through all these people. And she could read their minds and see what they're going through. And I felt like her, she would have switched immediately or made up her mind about going crazy and like going on her rampage because it took until Peter Parker when she finally got into Spider-Man's head and was like, "Oh man, yeah, all the stuff that I'm doing around the city right now is kind of messed up. Maybe I should stop." I felt like, bro, she went through Frank Castle's head, and all she had to say was, "Oh, this guy got some issues." And I felt like if she went through Frank Castle's head, she would have definitely had some empathy or understood the pain of loss because, bro, Frank Castle lost everything. Okay, I didn't. I watched season one and I watched season one of Daredevil, season one of Punisher, but that's pretty much most of it. But I got the gist of the character as the Punisher, bro. Yeah, Frank's family, boom, gone, and that's the whole. That's basically a major part of the Punisher's story is that he goes and finishes the job because of what happened to his family. So I felt like if Jean Grey possessed the moment when Jean Grey possessed the Punisher, she should have understood like, oh man, this man been through so much. Well, actually, that doesn't make sense because yeah, no, I scratched that. Everything I just said about that, I scratched that because Jean Grey, she wants to end people, and Frank does too. So that is a bad example. Everything I just said back then, I take it back. I take it all back. I am so sorry. So yeah, I guess yeah. You know what? Yeah, let me shut up. It would be understandable that it she didn't realize all the way until she got into Peter Parker's mind. So yeah, my bad. I just didn't understand the story until just now. Sorry. Now I know. Now I know. So I could remove that. Oh, speaking of the Punisher, I felt like I enjoyed his presence when it comes to movie and the synergy when he had with Spider-Man. It was very funny, but I felt like, yeah, at the end of the day, he is still street theater, and seeing him trying to face the Hulk was hilarious because he knows this is this is way just like what Spider-Man said. This is way above his pay grade, man. Like, what is Punisher doing fighting the Hulk, shooting machine guns at him? Oh my goodness. So hey, at least you noticed it. And I haven't finished all of the seasons and the recent movie when it came with the Punisher, but I felt like the personality switch from his show to this movie, his characteristic was more comedic, fairly different. And I know it's the Marvelization, Disney-fying stuff. You know, they need to have a little ha 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 ha, you know, happy time. But especially with Spider-Man, there had to be some quips and dialogue that mellowed the tension with the Punisher. But I felt like it felt kind of off because he's always a serious character. He's a gritty guy, but seeing him kind of and have these like uh, mellow parts of him, it was funny. I didn't hate it, but it was a little different. And over throughout the movie, I got used to it. I fully accepted the silly parts when it came with the Punisher, Frank Castle. So yeah, and seeing him man, seeing him tear up when Peter Parker was at the hospital, that was funny too. And it showed like, yeah, he cares for the kids, you know, he cares about Spider-Man. So that was cool. Oh man, the camera work when it came to all of the swinging scenes, the fighting scenes. Oh, it's peak. It's so peak. It's so peak. Oh my goodness. Yeah, just all the different camera angles and oh, the swinging. And it really feels like you were swinging with Spider-Man or seeing how his point of view was. And it was sick. It was so sick. Oh, especially at the end, dude, with the action scene where he's finding the hand, he does one of these things to spread out the spider web. Oh, that was so tough. That was so tough. And slow motion too. Oh, dude. Oh man, even me doing that, that was tough, right? That was tough, right? Anyways, yeah, that was cool. And there's some points where I felt like, oh, he's not acting like Spider-Man. He's walking around and everything. But I immediately shut up when he started crawling on the wall when he was facing the Hulk, and then he was walking towards Jean Grey, and he was just walking down the hallway and was like, buddy, what are you doing? You could do one of these. One of these. What are you doing? And he immediately did it. And I'm like, let me shut up, man. He knows what he's doing. So he's climbing the wall and everything. And I was like, okay, then, speaking of the Hulk, man, that's the Hulk right there, dude. He's so built. He's so built. Yeah, earlier you saw the half Banner, half Hulk version of him, and it's still cheesy as ever. I don't like the look. But then when he fully turned into Hulk, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It reminded me of Edward Norton's Hulk. That's my favorite Hulk. And he did a one of those. That was so cool. That was so cool. Man, yeah. Is there something that I also didn't like about the the movie? It's not coming up to me now. Like I said, I fairly enjoyed the movie. And oh man, the parts where he's struggling, dude. Peter Parker suffering. I don't know why, but everybody wants Peter Parker to suffer, and that's how you get a peak Spider-Man. And in this movie, yeah, he's struggling like crazy. He wants his best friend back. He wants Ned back. He wants MJ back, but he can't because he knows that he has the response. I'm sorry. Anyways, I was saying, yeah, he knows he has the responsibility of Spider-Man and what Aunt May told him, or what happened to Aunt May. She folded because she knew too much about Spider-Man, so he had that fear. If MJ knows that I'm Spider-Man, if Ned knows that I'm Spider-Man, they're gonna cook. They're gonna get cooked too. And it didn't help that Jean Grey went and threatened Spider-Man. Was like, hey, what about this MJ lady? I'm gonna go to her and go say hi to her. So yeah, that made his paranoia even worse. So of course he didn't want to reveal himself. But man, that power struggle, especially when he finally thought that MJ got her memories back. Like, oh, oh, like they kissed and everything. And at first, I was like, no, no, they can't. She can't just bring back her memories like that. Like, bro, what is this? What? And I kind of knew that there was something going on. I was like, no, there's no way that oh, I remember all of a sudden. So I was like, okay, there's gonna be a twist. Like, oh, she actually possessed MJ, and yeah, she did. But the only thing about that, because MJ said she doesn't remember anything. She said the spell worked. She doesn't remember everything. She doesn't love Peter Parker. Oh, dude, that hurts so much. But at the end, Ned remembers the DAP. Help me help me with that, because I thought all the memories are erased. He had that similar handshake. Is that a default handshake with everyone else? I thought it was Peter and Ned's go-to handshake. That was like their only handshake. But for some reason, he knows the DAP. So does that mean that he does the spell did wipe out the memory, but not all of it? I don't know. Make that make sense. Maybe I'm missing something, but that's how I saw it. Was he'll remember something if he remembers the DAP. So yeah. End credit scene, man, a little disappointing, but it was still cool. I think I don't know what I think it's. Here is my theory. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't seen anyone else's review about it, so I'm thinking it is a Spider-Man from a different multiverse. Cause they're like, "Where's Spider-Man? Where's Spider-Man?" Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Spider-Man teleported to in the middle of space. I don't know. My theory is that there's gonna be multiple Spider-Man. There's gonna, the Spider-Verse, live action Spider-Verse. Ooh, wouldn't that be tough? Anyways, yeah. Would I watch it again? Probably not in a while. It felt like a really long movie, but I think I'm gonna go home, watch other people's reviews, and go from there. Other than that, yeah, I recommend watching it. It was so good. It was so good, man. Yeah. Sorry, this is not a professional review. It's just me rambling. So. Oh yeah. Well, hold on. Before that, dude, I think the one thing that kind of was so glaring was the amount of advertisements that was in the movie. There was the Little Caesars, which made me crave Little Caesars even more. There was a lot of Little Caesars boxes. And then Tom Holland's company with Biro, the non-alcoholic beverage. I noticed that. I caught that. I was like, I little Easter egg. I saw that. And then a lot of car ads too. There was a pan shot and it was glaring. I think it was a BMW or something, but the billboard was just bright and glaring. I was like, man, it kind of put me off a little bit, but not too much. I was like, oh, whatever, there's ads everywhere. It wasn't too crazy. But yeah, that was it. That was it. No, I don't want to leave it on a bad note. Let's leave it on a good note. Let's see, what can I remember? Ooh, oh man, when Spider-Man was falling out of the building and he fell on his back, I really thought he was gonna do my back reference. Dude, that would have topped it off. I would have loved that. But I'm glad that he mentions the other Spider-Mans too. When he's talking about like, oh yeah, Peter too had organic webs as well, and I'm like, okay, at least he acknowledges it. That's all I needed to know. So yeah, awesome. I this this movie really felt like Spider-Man was very street tier. So he was really focused on his city and just his surroundings and not going outer space and all that stuff. So it was very refreshing to know that, man, he only has himself as of right now. So yeah, that story kind of led to that. It was cool. It was cool. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I keep saying that this is the end of the review, but also it just popped up. Michael Mando, dude. Even though he had a short appearance in the movie as Scorpion, I loved it. I loved it. I loved how sassy he was when he was playing when he was possessed by Jean Grey. He's like, "You think I'm Scorpion?" I like how the sassy attitude he had when he put into that that line. I liked it very much. But yeah, I think that's it. Okay, it's for real. That's it this time. I'm gonna go home, watch some reviews, maybe watch some stuff that I might have missed out about the movie, learn more about Jean Grey, and then go from there. Yeah. Um, I'm probably gonna get Little Caesars right now too. So yeah, that's cool. Anyways, okay.